Okay, what the fuck's going on here? What the fuck's going on here? First we had Zool on. Now we fucking have you going like fucking cuckoo caca. Like, what the fuck is going on?
We got a whole demonic network here. It's all run by elites, pizzas, demons, Rams, all sorts of things, Vic. All sorts of things. I'm happy it's Wednesday. And you know what we're going to talk about? Because I'm going to it soon. We got to watch along. We're going to talk about Maine horror.
Maine horror? I mean, first of all, you gotta get your days right. You said it's Wednesday, it's Tuesday.
I said it's horror nights.
You said it's Wednesday.
I
Say it's Wednesday.
Night. Oh, I don't know. I don't really know what day it is. I know it's horror night day. But we're going to talk Maine horror.
The string. The Zools go up to you and say, like, here's a Zool string that will make you feel good. And all of a sudden, it's like you become Hillary Clinton ties.
No, I already had those ties prior. Nothing new. But no, Maine horror, because I'm going, in the beginning of March, I'm going to a horror convention, and they're having the whole cast of Welcome to Derry, which, while it's fictional, it takes place in Maine. All of Stephen King's, basically, his whole world takes place in Maine.
True. That was a big highlight when it was just the books, not the movies.
Yes. No. But I think, just being part of the making the movies, I think it put Maine a little bit on the map. It gave them a little bit of credibility as far as people go and look for these places. I know they're not real, but it gives them a sense. Tonight we're also going to have a Maine horror film, another horror film being presented. And you're going to set that up at, I believe, 7:30. And that's coming out of Kill City Cup.
I know, sir. Yeah, okay.
No, I remember I told you I can't. Why are you all green?
What?
Why are you all green? You got green light?
Are you testing out the gods? Are you questioning the gods? Are you questioning the gods?
Oh, that's nice. You got good lighting. I don't got good lighting.
Don't question the gods.
Oh, I do like that. I need to get myself some new lighting. No, I just got these regular studio lights, but
it's funny. I spent probably like hundreds on a fucking like perfect lighting for this place, and you know what it just took? A $10 LED bulb set. I just took old lamps. Boom. That's all it took.
Yeah, see? Simple, Simon. But we saw that one with the clown, right? The Kill City. This one is actually called Maine. Like, there's a picture of Stephen King in the thing. You'll see. But, I mean, I've been a fan of Stephen King. I've liked some of his books better than his movies. Some of his movies better than his books. Some of them are out there. Some of them are fun. Some of them are creepy, scary. Like, my favorite one probably is, like, Langoliers. I wouldn't even consider it a horror. What's up?
Hi.
Hello. What is up? Langoliers, with the people. And that's why I think gives me the drive. Chopped, Screwed. I don't know. We're all
Chopped.
We're all...
I watched Chopped all day today on the Food Network.
Did you?
Yeah.
I love that show.
I did a bunch of promos and videos and stuff like that for the new Facebook page, which you'll be impressed of. Just some AI generated music.
You went the cheap route, AI generate. You didn't want to hire real bands, huh?
What? With what money?
Oh, I don't know. I just figured Daddy Warbucks may have given you a little check or something. I don't know.
I still got my fucking lawyer fucking bothering me.
You should get another lawyer to fight that lawyer. But, like I said, I like the Langoliers. I thought that was a funny one. I say that because it's probably one of the earlier ones I was able to actually watch because, it was like streamed for TV. It wasn't really rated R. Didn't have anything. But, like, I love Pet Sematary. I love Children of the Corn. I think those are really good, too. That first Pet Sematary was great.
Yeah, I have one little gripe about the horror community.
Victor might be actually that. You know what? That actually is a good point. He does look like he belongs in the Blue Man Group when you have the blue light on.
What? Is that better?
Well, that's what I was like. What's going on here? When you were green, I was like, at least it wasn't yellow. I'd asked if you had jaundice or something.
The aura.
It is. You got some aura going on tonight. What do we got? About 9 minutes of that movie. I'm hoping it's good. I mean, I know Mason X is in it. I've seen what Mason X can do, like as far as his horror. I think he can do better than the clown. You know, I'm all for Dank the Clown, but I think, you know, Mason X can do a lot better. And I've seen what he's been able to do, you know, at the horror conventions, because he was up in Connecticut and he's been other places. Are you still hung up on the Blue Man Group?
Me?
Yeah, what are you doing over there? You fucking like look like you're pondering your life choices. What's
I
going on?
am looking for the link for the short film.
Oh, do you want me to send it to you?
Yeah, send it to me. That's fine. And I also saw the wrestling news that I'm just like banging my head off the wall with.
Oh yeah, but we don't talk that anymore. Remember?
Yeah, we don't, but it's just kind of like fucking.
We're talking about Maine horror. I mean, don't you have any favorite Stephen King films?
Oh, when I was a kid, my mom used to love read Stephen King, and I was always tell her that, you know, of course, I was like maybe like middle school at the time, you know, and of course, fucking I'm right now I'm dyslexic, you know, probably autistic level 1 at spectrum these days. So reading is not my friend, but I will always remember. Like I would ask my mom. This is before audiobooks became a thing. Like, you know, what happened? What happened? Did you read the book last night? What happened? What happened? And she would give you all the Stephen King updates and what happened. She did that with It.
Well, it was good, and I thought the original movie was very done very well.
Thinner.
Oh yes, Thinner was another great one. I love that.
I think Thinner was one of those like ones that just kind of skated underneath the radar, which it was like no.
But the movie always creeped me out because I believe in that stuff. I believe in gypsy curses.
And I will explain this right now. I believe Thinner is scarier than Hannibal Holocaust.
Yes, because I believe that it can really happen. I mean, I've seen it happen. I've seen curses happen.
So Thinner, I believe, can happen, but also Hannibal Holocaust, I say to this day, it's not really a horror movie.
It's not a horror movie. It was made for a shock value. You understand? But now,
shock value,
Vic.
Yes.
But picture this, Vic. It's not 19. It's not 2021. You're watching in the 1981. You would have been shocked to shit and been like, "What am I watching?"
When Jaws came out, it was just like, don't swim in deep waters.
Yeah, but people were afraid of Creature of the Black Lagoon when it came out. Now they freaking jerk off to it. There's a fetish for it. People have a green man fetish. They fucking, gee, go green again. To be jerking off to you, you kind of look like the creature from the Black Lagoon.
They're green. You happy?
Yeah. See, fucking
hey.
Fucking uncanny. It's fucking the same. I'm gonna have you sign this next time I see you. But no,
this one right here though, least my fucking worries. It's like, yeah, okay, you know, I was like Blue Man Group, Vegas.
I saw them actually like 10 years ago, right here. But I was entertained. It was a good time. I wouldn't take it as a bad thing.
Oh, you don't have blue balls, so it's right there.
Well, that's always a good thing. But yeah, you know, no, I thought Thinner had a really good kind of creepy story. Plus, it had a good plot. Plus, it had like a really good twist in the end, and the whole pie, and it has some really key actors in there as well. But even Pet Sematary had a vibe about it that was kind of weird, that made it different than other horror films because you had that kid. We talked that Gage effect, and what was worse, you know, killing him once or killing him twice. It's like, what the hell?
I'm telling you, one day, when you're like, Victor, I don't care how people look at me. Let's go to a fucking horror show. And it's going to be Victor on the vlog going to ask me questions at different stars. They're like, so, you know, if I give you my card right now, would you go on our show? You're on the camera. You don't know. You know, you're the
Well, I
record.
mean, we can go right now. Again, as I'm saying, though, we can go right in March. I'll buy your ticket. I've told you that. Just get yourself down here, and I'll do the rest.
Give me a line of cocaine. I'll be like,
You want
hey,
coke? You need listen. You need coke. You need fucking Adderall. I don't know. You mentioned ADHD. I can get you hooked up with a doctor like WWE does. I can have you on a wellness plan. You'll be fucking banging out 2 to 3 conventions a month. Focused, 100% focused. But no, I'm saying like
in a perfect world, I would do like a once a month like visitors trip, like a horror con or going to you and then having one time a month having a home trip, like investigation, you know, something like that.
well, that's what I'm hoping for in March or in April. Like I said, if you need a little funding or you need a little things, we have a little piggy bank for this stuff. It all falls under the podcast. It falls under the show.
Yeah, but last time you told me that, and I said, Versace, I need money. You know, dude, I couldn't get that taste out of my mouth for a week.
Yeah, but you haven't. Listen, it's corporate America. Welcome to it. You like capitalism. If you wanted to say you want to live under communism, we could have changed the rules.
That's what you told me at the time.
Well, I mean, hey, if you want to be number one booker in the world, hey, you got to do things. Well, number 2 now, I think. But, you know.
Oh, 2.
I don't think he won number 1. I think that somebody didn't they give him number 2? Or Sports Illustrated did.
Oh, fuck that commie magazine.
Yeah. But you know, I'm looking forward to seeing these people because I actually did watch the Derry show. And again, I don't know if people have watched it or not. You know, it was on HBO. I ended up just buying it the season so I could just watch it on Apple movies, iTunes, whatever it is, Apple TV. And you know, for it not being made by Stephen King, for it not being directed or anything to do with Stephen King really at all, except just his ideas and his world, whoever did that did an amazing job piecing everything together, making it just connecting the dots from the Green Mile to the Tower to Pennywise to everything. And they're coming with a season 2, and I'm really excited to see it. But yeah, that's kind of the theme of the thing. This is all the kids and the people from that show are going to be there, and the stunt Pennywise is going to be there, which was the one that if you see at this show, he is the bloody Pennywise. It's not actually Bill. It's the stunt double. And so
the thing I don't understand with horror, and this might be life in general, it's like the original Clown I thought was scarier. This new one, cool show, dude. But do I find no?
Well, they did too much CGI.
It's just the ways of the Lord. Like if you see Indiana Jones 3, and they talked about the cup of the Lord.
You're talking about you want the Holy Grail. You're going after the Holy Grail.
And they try to pick the fanciest, Holy Grail.
Yes, and you drink it and he dies. Yes.
Most generic piece of crap. That's what people need to do. Just say, like, you know what? What you see in regular life, what's generic, and some people say it's the scariest.
Well, the news is scarier than fiction, but Pennywise, the new one, the new it wasn't that it wasn't scary. I mean, it was that they just relied a lot on the special effects and the VFX. Like even the new show, the bat flying through the window and all that shit. That's all special effects. Where the original focused more on Tim Curry just being a creepy fucking bastard and scaring people with practical effects.
Yeah, because that's like every day you go to a birthday party with your kid and then you see a clown like Tim Curry and just like, shit, that fucking clown get like.
Well, in my opinion, it's the same as like the real life Annabelle. It's like the real life Annabelle to me is a lot more scary than just normal looking Raggedy Ann, because I'm not gonna know that it's haunted. It just looks creepy. If you see a scary doll, most likely you're either into that sort of thing, or remember that TJ? He used to have Tabitha, that scary looking doll, looked like Annabelle. it doesn't have that effect. But and one of my favorite movies, though, honestly. Well, I guess it's 7:30. I think it's going to begin, right? Are they beginning?
Show me the link.
I sent you the link via Facebook.
I ain't get anything.
It said it couldn't send.
No, I guess the StreamYard link.
It says it can't send. Where? Shoot. Why can't I send something on your messenger? Have I been banned from messaging?
I'm sorry, I used the fucking wrong Facebook, YouTube channel. At first, I was like, "What are you talking about?" I copied and pasted. I was like, "No, I fucking took some parts off because it's like, I was like, shit."
Hold on. Where are we here? Go into private chat, I guess. There you go.
Private chat.
Yeah, private chat. It's underneath the people screen. Oh, it's starting. It's movie time, folks.
All right. God help me if this ain't worse than it was last time.
Oh, Blood in the Pines.
Ade Dewey Dembala. Give me the power, I beg of you. Mason X, come from beyond the grave. Mason X, I call upon you. Come and conquer the universe.
There we go.
Ade Dewey Dembala. Give me the power, I beg of you. Mason, rise. Please. Ah, jeez. Please. Ah.
Now that was good. I like that. I will say that is better than the clown video. That is better than Dank the Clown. There's a few things that I'll go over that I did not like, but there was a lot that I did. The character is great. You got a horror character in the making right there. I mean, that's just a great character. It was shot cinematically in a lot of spots. Walking down the street, you could see depth of field. You could do all of that. It was shot properly. You got Big Country in there as the guy. The only thing I didn't like about that part is that you're using lines from. You're literally using lines from Chucky. And I'm just like about originality if you're gonna do something. But that's me. And then it felt like a wrestling film a little bit. And that's where I kind of got a little disappointed. I seen wrestling stuff. The entrance. I know it was trying to be covered, but I saw the entrance way. And just some of the moves he was doing was like more wrestling. I want to see these people fight and kill. And get away from that traditional wrestling sense and just be horror characters or be characters in general. But the blood was good. I liked the blood. I mean, I thought that was fun. Like I said, cinematically, it was done right. There's just a few things. And again, much more compelling than, Dank the Clown, which felt to me just kind of like more backyard. But that was the feeling it was going for. This was more like of a short horror. But now I want to hear what Victor has to say, because he's the one that will tear it apart.
Kill City sponsored the network, did they not?
They sponsored Horror Nights, this show right here.
Well, because of of sponsorships clauses and appreciation. That was great. Really Oscar driven. I think that they should do more films like that. Keep it up, Kill City.
And now, if we say their sponsorship ran out last month,
what the fuck did I just watch? Okay, I understand. Okay, it has a tang to it. It's like the vision, the director, there's a tang to it where it's like, okay, he has something there. So it's not like fucking. It's not like you want to like fucking Bayside. I would say like, what the fuck are you doing? But get out of the fucking wrestling mode. You see the wrestling, and right there, it's just like I couldn't take it seriously. I just couldn't.
I mean, I get why he was resurrected because he retired, Mason X.
I mean, if you had the guy who was the victim, if he was just like a regular street clothes, not trying to be the wrestling gimmick.
Well, he is a wrestler. That's Big Country. He's another wrestler.
Yeah, but have it be something fucking. Just wear a wrestling, wear the promotion like Kill City T-shirt or something. Make it look like you're a regular, not just a wrestler.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I think where it got to me is I would love to see it just outside of the ring and into just. Okay, he's Mason X the killer, not Mason X the wrestler.
Because
like
I would say that for the longest time, like all last year, I really had back and forth conversations with myself about was a horror convention worth it for me? Is that my cup of tea? And I thought it for a while. It's like, okay, it's like wrestling. Wrestling. I had something in common. I know everything. I know it, but it's like the horror. What the hell do I know? Then odds and ends. It came to me, and I would do. What was that? Mason X.
Yeah.
He would be on someone I would put in that tier of. You go to a horror convention and you just have a stare down with the killer, with the slasher. And you just like kind of like show that, you're just not backing down. I'm just like, kind of like UFC, you just have a stare down. I was like, that'd be fucking cool. You do a fucking like stare down with like Jason Voorhees or a fucking weather.
Oh, I've met, like I said, I went to the Kill City convention up in Bangor, Maine, I think it was, way up there, and I met Mason X and Queen G. We and Mason X had great photos. He has one choking me, choked my dad. We hung out. I've had him on my show a few times as well,
It's just the whole wrestling thing, like a baking sheet.
But like that's what I'm saying. Like I loved it up until the point that it looked wrestling. I loved the whole intro, regardless of the chant. The cinematics and everything, walking and covering this and
I had no problems with chant because I knew it was like okay.
It's a homage. It's a homage. We could call it a homage. And so I mean, yeah, that's the least of its issue. It's just when the moves start looking like wrestling, when a killer attacks you and he's throwing wrestling moves, it just loses its validity to me.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the stake in the head, that was cool, but in horror movies, that would put someone down. That would not be like, oh, he's still up.
Not necessarily. If it's an American-made horror movie, you could be surprised what people can endure. I mean, how many times has a killer been shot? Michael Myers, any of these people. But I know what you're saying about the wrestling. It still has a look of wrestling.
Michael Myers is a top G. Don't even go there. There's some people who's in top G status that you cannot touch, no matter what.
Oh.
Like,
I think it's getting there.
Freddy Krueger about not being on MC's file, and you're like, well, he was a kid raper. It still doesn't matter. He was not on the island. He did his own shit. He got burned alive. He got torched alive. He paid for those crimes, allegedly. But still, he was not on Epstein's list. Even Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, but don't you ever find that for like whatever decades we've allowed or children have been dressing up as a child killer and rapist?
I mean, people
mainstream at that. But anyways, that's a different topic. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would say this is kind of a Maine horror film. I get what they're doing, but I don't get what they're doing. I would like to still again see everything interconnected in a way. But I liked it. I mean, it was, like I said, to me, more enjoyable than The Clown, which reminded me of backyard wrestling, which I'm not really the biggest fan of. It just gets too wanky for me. It gets too, I don't know, hits too close to home. But I don't know. Well, maybe you got to get behind the camera, Vic. You got someone like me, and maybe you got to make and direct something and put something together out there. Can use my fancy camera that I haven't been able to use really a lot.
I mean, you have a wrestler that does it, but it's like the baking sheet was just like you couldn't use like let's say a barbed wire bat or something, or just like a nail, like a 2x4 the nail.
I was honestly at that point hoping for one thing: a machete and a beheading. I was hoping that they were gonna, even if it looked cheesy as fuck, I would have rather seen a stunt fucking model come out and then get beheaded, like a fucking mannequin. I think that would have been cool.
I had to message Amanda, the Zodiac killer.
Is she still coming on your show tomorrow? Or what's she doing?
I have not heard anything. I mean, I just touched base.
You guys might be talking with me, the Prince of Darkness.
Oh, I do have there will be a Project Unknown episode. I do have a backup emergency plan. No worries with that.
But speaking of all that, that would be probably my favorite Stephen King film, believe it or not. And that's the movie Needful Things. It's basically the devil moves to Little Rock and he opens up a little store and he starts selling things that people desire, want, or need. But in return, it's not monetary. They have to do favors. And what he does is pit everybody against each other in the town until it's just everybody's killing each other, destroying each other. It's a beautiful movie. It's a beautiful movie. It's a very smart movie. And then he just goes to another town. And honestly, in the story, the book, I haven't read it all, but it connects some of the characters from another one of his books. He ends up moving there and dies there, actually. I mean, and don't get me wrong. I like movies like The Shining. I know he wasn't a fan of Stanley Kubrick's version. I thought it became more about the acting than the actual book at that point. But you know, I've seen the remakes and the second one, Doctor Sleep, that was good. But something about that movie, just seeing people do things, and plus it was one of the only films, I guess, as a kid. You know, there's certain things that you always would see or not see. You know, very rarely would you see a kid get killed. But even rarer than that, and this always just haunted me that, you know, because we were watching, I remember my uncle, you know, he would let me watch horror movies. We'd rent the horror movies from the video store when we'd go stay at his house down the Cape or wherever. He didn't care. He'd watch them with me. And he was a big dog person. And in one of the scenes, there's a dog skinned alive, hanging, that somebody had done it. And it like freaked him out. And it stuck with me, that scene. Because a lot of times the animal cruelty isn't really done. It's not shown. It's frowned upon. Not that they really killed that dog in that movie in that age, but I'm just saying even fucking around, you know, you don't see animals get hurt that much. Not like before, like 70s or like Halloween, Michael Myers would just kill a dog. You know, they don't do that anymore. There's too many animal lovers.
Would your wife mind if I stole you for a couple of nights if I paid for your hotel room?
Where are you bringing me?
I was just like, you know, if we had a solid week in this area, we could probably get like 3 investigations done.
And maybe a cinematic movie.
Possibly.
Well, yeah, and I mean, you just got to give me dates or give her dates or whatever and just make it happen. Nobody cares. I just need dates.
Fucking deal. I'm always around.
No, I know. Like, I mean, well, right now it's fucking shit weather. Nobody wants to trudge through snow.
I put something out in Windham County just for someone to say like, "Hey, let's go start to, you know, kind of kick me in the ass." You're like, "Let's do this," and fucking no one popped up. I was like, "Fine, fuck you then."
I mean, what are you gonna? I mean, in this weather, what are you gonna go looking for? The ghost of Sonny Bono? What are you gonna go skiing? I mean, there's nothing for you to do over here.
But right now it's Harris Hill weekend.
What's that mean? That's fair talk.
They always have a fucking like a ski jump competition in Brattleboro. That's what they're fucking known for.
Do you get involved?
It's like $25 a fucking ticket to get in.
But do you play? You play the games?
To ski jump?
Yeah, fucking like the X Games. Get out
Dude,
there.
I don't want to embarrass anyone. That's besides the point. Anyways, that's what this weekend's all about.
That sounds boring as shit, to be honest, unless you're into really that kind of thing.
Well, it's like, you know, Vermonters who are ski jumpers, and we.
I understand that. I mean, I guess if I lived in the area, I would go skiing. I didn't grow up skiing, so I never got into skiing.
But it was addressed to me about how, you know, oh, if you're doing this, you should go to the ski jump. You should do this. I was like, okay, I'm like, are you fucking retarded?
Well,
yeah, but here's a play of a movie, like a bonus movie if you're interested, because I know you're like me. Sometimes when you have like scraps or something like that on the ground,
yeah,
scraps, and What if we took footage of some of the paranormal investigations that we conduct, and then we take like about a half hour or something like that, and make it like a movie, like kind of like our souls get stolen or shit like that. But it's like you take live footage and you just like link it to.
But yeah, I mean, you can. I mean, some movies do that any which way. It's a very common practice, and in a lot of ways, it would be the same way you're gonna make an episode of something. You're not gonna use the same camera that you're going through the forest with, that you're gonna sit and conduct an interview with. Because
I will say one thing though. If you and I know you're my brother, you know that, right?
yeah.
But I know you can be an asshole. I swear to God, just for like entertainment value, if you do a jump scare on me, I'll take my camera and smash it against your head. Don't fucking jump. They're like, oh, let's get the authentic feeling of scaring the shit out of Victor. Fuck that.
That's the one thing. It's funny. I don't enjoy really scaring people. I don't see the point in the fair, unless they're enemies, and then it's different, because then you want
Well,
to
we're
draw
friends
that.
and everything like that, and you'll be like,
Well,
hey, what the fuck are you
no, but no, for like shits and giggles. That's why. Why do you think I pulled the plug the other day? I was like, no, don't even play the video of the fucking clown, because it would scare her. I'm not that asshole. If I was, I would have let you hit the button.
Oh, I was ready for you to hit. I was ready for you to hit the button. I was like, fucking.
She was waiting for me to hit the button, and then I put the other short film out.
Yeah, I was like fucking like hard as wood, going, here it comes, and it's like, what?
Oh shit!
I was like, oh fucking, like this is gonna be great.
I'll do it right in the middle. I'll do it right in the middle of the Zodiac Killer if she goes off fucking a tangent.
It's like, this is your test. Like, we gave Misty her chance, her test. This is your test.
We have an emergency test of the broadcast system.
Like,
please be advised.
Oh well.
No, I mean, tonight was just kind of a shoot the shit, because in a little bit, because we have a doubleheader this week. We have another interview Friday night, Horror Nights. Thursday night's going to be Fortnite Thursdays. Tomorrow night is Paranormal, which we're going to either be talking with someone that has basically said they've solved the case of the Zodiac Killer, or I don't know, you got something else up your sleeve.
We're going to talk about Satanism.
Oh, Satanism, my favorite. I love that devil shit.
And we're going to talk about the misconception of Satanism.
What, that we don't eat children and drink blood and all that stuff?
It's like, ever since the Old Testament, it's just been like people tweak those tidbits, odds, and ends. It's human nature.
Well, I mean, yes. But at the end of the day, every god needs a tribute, right? Every god asks for something, even your new god. What do they tell you don't do during Lent? What do you got to give up during Lent? What do you got to do here? What do you got to really do? If you were to be let me ask. I mean, I'll go a little early before we get into it, but I'll just ask you this question to think about. If you were 100% good Christian, 100% to the T by the Bible, what would you have to sacrifice? And just think about that for that episode. Think about that question. What would you actually have to sacrifice in your life, even right now? And I guarantee you it's a lot. Think about that, though. But that's neither here nor there. Tonight we're still talking Maine horror.
Can I give you a question?
Yes.
You're going back in probably like years and years and years ago, like Roman times, when they talk about the gods. Like we must, kneel to the gods and stuff like that. And then they go fast forward to now, and they talk about a god. What happened to the other gods? Why can't there be like other gods that it's out there, but we recognize the head god? And our mind could be like Buddha, it could be, Jesus, it could be Satan himself. But it's like, it's just funny how we got to like 5 or 6 gods to all of a sudden it's one god.
Well, I mean, didn't I read the episode I was saying before the current, and this is going by like Hebrew law, like lore and such, before the current god, I can't pronounce the name, came into power, it was Baal that everybody's going and screaming about, that the elites are worshiping. But Baal was a god of fertility and freaking giving people children and protecting women. And when the new god and the new order took over, they demonized this shit, Vic. And these old gods became devils and cast to hell, or not worshipped, or not talked about. And the way that they should be worshipped, called upon, or whatever, have been destroyed, corrupted, or missed all over the place, so people don't know how to do it properly. And then there's people out there that go and seek the truth and find ways to bring these old pantheons back. And, you know, it's a very interesting topic. It's not really for tonight, but it is an interesting topic. I kind of hope the lady don't show, because I could give you 3 hours of just that. We can go through text, we can go through law, we can go Bible to Bible. I've studied all religions, not just Christianity, but also Hebrew, also, you know, Judaism rather, and even Islam and other religions.
Yes, I want to do this episode for a while now.
Oh, I know you have, but religion always probes my mind because of the way that, and just the way the world is, that, you know, history's always written by the victors.
Yeah.
And so couldn't the Bible be written by the victor? We don't know. But there is text and stuff that could be older than the Bible that exists.
I mean,
there was a very interesting, there's a book called Epic of Gilgamesh. Okay, you can go read about it. And the final resting place of Gilgamesh in his resurrection chamber was mentioned in those Epstein files, meaning that whatever lore and story was there, at some point, Hillary Clinton was interested in going to the Middle East, to this site, and seeing it, like Indiana Jones going to see the Covenant of the Lost Ark or something. They were out there digging for this freaking chamber of Gilgamesh, where there's supposedly the last fallen Nephilim, the giant angel, is preserved and ready to be resurrected.
I would love to have a priest come on.
I've had a priest come on, and then they leave.
It's just a fucking.
I don't play nice with priests, though. Not because of their beliefs. I don't care what they believe in. It's because most of them are fucking molesters. I don't like them.
My dad always found it kind of weird that the priest in my old area came out and admitted that he was bisexual. Like, you know,
but see, like, not for nothing, but I believe that in these cases, when you hear about these priests coming out as bisexual, homosexual, I believe it's not due to like their natural order or them believing this. I believe it's like mental illness from the fucking going against human nature and not giving into your carnal pleasure. It fucks with your brain. The chemicals in your brain go all over the place. Your levels of dopamine, pleasure, pain, everything go all over the place because they're not released in the natural way that not just humans, but animals, everybody. The whole world exists through sexuality. This is the way it is. Unless you're asexual, you fucking replicate by yourself. You have sex. And if not by, it's for pleasurable. And to withhold that because of what? Somebody asking you, saying that you can't because you've given your heart to God? I don't know. I think it causes something wrong.
I understand keeping energy within, but
yeah, if you want to save your virginity or something, okay, but you're talking about total fucking just going against natural order, and for what?
Well, Twitch got a free show. I didn't realize my mic was on.
What mic?
I got the Ultimate Madden tournament going on.
Oh. I didn't hear anything. But no, I do look forward to season 2, Vic. Let's get back to topic on. We will get into more of this tomorrow night if that lady doesn't show up. If not, we'll do an episode the week after, perhaps. But
No, I started a message. Like if we can't talk, and you really want to talk before, we can push it back a week.
Yeah, whatever it is, we always make it work. But no, I mean, besides Stephen King, though, let me ask you this question: is there any other Maine horror?
Maine, no.
See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, he kind of put horror on the map for that whole thing.
Congratulations, you made Maine look really fucked up.
Well, they having their second Maine paranormal, horror convention this year. The second one. The first one, I guess, was a blast, but they had Annabelle the doll there.
Yeah, I'll try to go to this one.
Do or do not. There is no try, Vic.
I got
You just gotta do. We're all fathers.
I guess I'll talk to you off the air about some things.
I hear you, but it's always good to go and try to see these kinds of things and do. Get.
All I can say for people who are listening or watching, donations to the cause will shut up a lot of people for us to get out there. Just saying.
I got sponsors. I got people doing things. I mean, you have to do things that make people want to do things. They're not just going to pay to hear you talk. Like, I saw the most stupidest post today. Hey, how much are you supposed to charge guests to come on your show? And I just sat there and laughed for a good 5 solid minutes. And then I read through the comments, which everybody told this person to basically shut the fuck up. Usually you pay or fucking that. You never charge your guests. Are you stupid? And basically ridiculed the shit. Except one guy. One guy said, no, because we make them into shorts. We make them celebrities. So we charge them a premium rate to come on. And I'm just thinking to myself, what kind of bullshit is that? Have you ever charged a guest, Vic?
Charged to be a guest?
Yeah.
Never.
That's some stupid shit.
It's like a fucking you give back, it's fucking.
We've had to pay for guests, but we've never gotten money to have them come on.
Pay for wrestlers to come on, no one else.
We haven't. Well,
just saying that it's always wrestlers that fucking want.
No, it's not. I've had horror people want money. I've had to go through their agents, and it's like $150, $200. If they have agents, if they don't have agents, you don't have that issue. But if you have agents, you can run into that problem.
And that's just like especially it's like if.
But again, I'm not talking about a Joe Schmo that worked fucking five, that works in this area. I'm talking about someone that was in movies in the 80s, 90s, 2000s.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if you're not Jason or Michael Myers or anything like that, or anything like a big staple, I mean, fucking can at least be the guy who got his head got blown off in the Iconic Scanners movie back in the 80s. I mean, fucking be something. He's a staple.
We're gonna do that to you in a movie, Vic. I think. We're going to come out and film a scene where you just lose your shit and your head just explodes. And we're going to get we're going to get an FX team behind it. Make a double of you, have it blow up. It's going to be cinematically beautiful.
Yeah, but if that was 2 years ago, okay, but I've calmed down over the years.
I know, but think about how much, and I'm going to put it behind a paywall and be like, for all the people that don't like Victor, pay $4.99 to watch his head explode.
Oh, I'll be like, well, I just do a documentary. I got to take one for the team. My head's going to explode. Take one for the team because that's the type of guy I am.
And then guess what? You'll be going to at least 3 or 4 conventions this year. I promise you that.
My head can explode. Oh.
Hey, I died on a park bench last week. I'm technically a ghost still.
Paranormal activity here.
Well, it always is. I'm off to go play video games. It's been another good horror night. But like I said, we got a double header this week. We got Friday too. That's why I'm like, I don't want to blow everybody and burn everybody out. Normally I would do it. Normally I would do a full 2 hours tonight, Vic, and just talk other stuff. But I'm just like, if we got somebody else coming on Friday, there's no need for overkill.
Oh, I have questions I can ask you.
What do you want to ask me?
Like, I think we should do. And whoever's listening and watching right now, love to hear your comments about this. You have March Madness coming up. What if we did like a tournament of like horror movies or slashers, and like each week we'll put a poll out there. So who do you think will win this battle? And Chat GPT would dictate the winner.
That would be interesting.
I mean, you get a game right or a match right, it's a point. Whoever has the most points. Now, as the tournament goes on, if you want to say the next round's 2 points or whatever, we can work with that.
Yeah.
But the tournament of slashers or tournament of movies.
Well, put up killers. Put killers up there.
Do killers, slashers?
Well, they don't have to just be slasher killers. You could throw other killers up there.
I got iconic killers.
Well, like, I mean, honestly, like, I always liked the movie Lawnmower Man. I liked that fucking kid in that.
That was a good movie. I think it was
Okay.
under people was under. It was under. I thought that was good. I thought that was kind of.
It was ahead of its time.
Yeah. Actually, I was thinking about that movie the other day. That was really fucking good.
But things like that, it's like not really a slasher killer, but it's a different kind of killer.
Did they try and make a second one?
I don't know. You could never replicate the first, though. It was just
because I know the ending of it was like the phones were ringing all over the place, and it was the question.
Well, then you get someone like Pinkman, who fucking travels through the electrode. But who would win? Fucking Pinkman or Art the Clown?
Yeah, but Art the Clown's becoming like too commercialized.
Yeah, that's what Hollywood will do for you, though.
It's becoming too like. It's like before.
Well, I mean, now WWE's got their hands in the cookie jar. I'll say that it's kind of turned me off.
Yeah.
I don't care that Ray Ripley was going to be in it, but who's the bigger star here? I mean, at this point, just be like, okay, well, let Terrifier sell the merch and have Ray in it if they make a movie. But to have WWE sell Ray Ripley merch because why? She went to a horror convention and saw some people, and that's what it is. It's a slap on the wrist because she went on character and did something on stage at a concert, and WWE needs to make money off of it. There's no way that Damien Leone would sell his product out like that. There's no way that they would try to do that. There's no point. Yes, the money is grand, but at the same point, is Art the Clown really pushing towards kids? Are we pushing towards WWE Universe kids? We got a lady that fucks herself with glass. Okay? Literally fucks herself with a piece of glass. And you want to sell that. And the same point that we have Ray Ripley, where all the little kids look up to and all the girls want to be like her. To me, it just doesn't vibe. It doesn't jive. It's like, no. I'm surprised, honestly, even Fortnite allowed Art the Clown in there.
Yeah, you got points. Good points.
I mean, if you've seen the third one, I mean, that doesn't scream WWE Universe to me.
The fucking second one doesn't scream WWE Universe.
The second one's even fucking
He's
weirder.
out that bitch.
But even
He's
the first
out
one,
there.
I mean, he fucking saws her down the middle in half.
Oh, that's if you're a fan of Mortal Kombat, who cares? But there's a scalping. He scalped that bitch. I was like, he just scalped that bitch.
Why the mother's walked into the scene like, what the hell's going on here? And he's just sitting there laughing his ass off.
Yeah, and so she was just chilling after being scalped, which is cool. You're chilling, but it's just like you got scalped.
That's
It's like
fucked up.
holy shit.
But that's what I'm saying. We got that being sold with Ray Ripley with next to fucking John Cena retirement merch and this and that. It's like, come on.
People milk shit, milk it to the
But
end.
I can't show my kid a horror film because make me a bad parent.
Define a bad parent these days. That's my question.
I would say that someone that doesn't give your kid the necessities, that doesn't feed them, clean them, and obviously the abuse, any kind of physical abuse,
No, it's just these
verbal
days.
abuse.
People's opinions about things, people this, people that, and it's just like,
Well, yeah.
hi,
Hey, what's up, Barbara? How you doing tonight?
6'7".
6'7".
I prefer 6'9", but do each your own.
You're from a different generation, Vic. Yeah, we were just getting ready to wrap it up. We ran a little early today. We had to watch along. We were doing our thing.
One of our things, Kill City Cup, great company, great production, love them. Can't wait for that to say in the future.
You're just hoping they renew their sponsorship with us. You're gonna negotiate the next price. I'm not.
I look at it as much more valuable than.
You just be like, look, I'll keep saying good things. I just want $1,000. Take care, Barbara. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Yeah, so tomorrow I'll figure out what's going on.
Well, let me know. I will be home and around. As always, you know me. I don't have the regular grind.
Yeah, I just gotta take carpenter therapy then soon.
Well, I do thank everybody for watching. And as always, folks, honestly, stay spooky.
Like and subscribe.